Okay, the DGT Pegasus. I am back here. Haven't been a while. Has been a while since I've used this board, but they have been regularly updating the app. I have been following, them installing the updates, and they and continually improve the polish on this app and the smoothness of how it works with every single update. Now, one thing I wanted to point out really quickly, I don't know if I missed this in the past, but if I did, or if I already showed this, but if you go up here to the top right corner where you see the little menu here for the board, they do have more options now, it seems to be, if you go to the bottom of the screen, of how to set up the LEDs to your liking if you want to do that for the actual board, which I thought was a really good touch, because again, that seems to be, a way to personalize your experience with this board. Now, another thing I want to talk about is challenging a friend. I don't really have that many people as a friend on Lichess, except for like a few like grandmasters that I followed, and so again, it was more or less just like they just follow them so you could kind of know when they're online, so you could watch their games. So if somebody out here just watch this video, send me a friend's request. I just want to play a friendly game with somebody using the challenge a friend feature, because I have yet to use it, and I want to know exactly how it works. I got a second account. I could take my second account and challenge myself, but that wouldn't be that fun. So if you got a Lichess and you want to play, or if somebody out there, just make a random account and send me a friend's request, just so at some point I can test out these select a friend feature and send you an invite, and then we can play a friendly game for demonstration. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna just go ahead and just play a online game really quickly, because I like playing with this board here. I'm gonna play a 5-5 game. I'm gonna try to give some good commentary here while I can. Actually, I'm gonna go 10-5. I'm gonna do 10-5. And let's go ahead and hit play. Hopefully we can game. Lichess is really good about getting games for these types of time controls. Chess.com typically board connection fail. Oh, maybe I didn't connect the board. Wait a minute. I think I turned the unit off. My bad. Yeah, I did have the unit off. Sorry about that. Thought I had turned it on. All right, let's do that again. All right, there we go. Looks like we're connected now, waiting for a game to start. And, we'll see how this goes. Again, like I said, ever since they really updated their app, the board has ran a lot smoother in terms of accepting inputs from moves. And that's just how that's what you like to see. So all right, we got us a game here. This time I'm gonna go ahead and play e4 here. I know people know me as a d4 player. I'm gonna swipe to the side here so I can just see the clock here. And because what I'm doing here, I'm trying to learn more about this Alapin. I'm probably gonna play this opening wrong. I do know a little bit of theory about it, but again, I'm looking for an e4 system. Mainly, I'm still going to be a d4 player overall, but I want an e4 system. So, say if I get in a tournament game, or say if I'm in a situation where I just want to, say go for, some complications or win, that I want an e4 opening for that. But I don't want just any e4. I think the Alapin fits the type of opening for me, because I still like slower setups. And I think Alapin is a little bit slower. Not much, just a little bit slower than a typical e4 opening, but it's very rich with ideas, very rich with tactical positions, and very, very rich with lots of things. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So, all right, he's not taking on d4 just yet. Now, that's interesting. Now, you could play pawn to c4 here, and I might like that idea, because again, I've been toying with this idea here, but he can always pull back and get this annoying check. So that's what I'll do. I'll just not do that. I'll just develop naturally. After I castle, if his queen is still sitting there, I can push c4 right now. Now I push c4. Because again, I've saw this move earlier. I had it in a few games. I don't know how good it is. I haven't analyzed. I've just been playing it to see what type of human reaction I get to it. So now he pushed this move, but if I push c4, now what I intended, well, actually that was kind of a bad move for him because he just blocked his white bishop in, and well, just keep. I'm trying to see, is there anything I could do here to kind of? I think just normal development here might be the best option here. Because again, he blocked in himself with e6. He blocked his light bishop so he can't get a pin on my knight. I don't know. That was just really not a good move, I don't think. I don't think it was like, it's not like it's horrible or bad necessarily, but it's definitely not a good move. I wouldn't have played that. I would have played my bishop out to f5 at least and then pushed or something like that. I'm still reckoning with the idea of c4. Well, Alapin, you always got ideas with a knight to a3 move. And then so threatening to go in on b5. And you're sort of threatening, you know, a check there, which is not a big threat, but still. I mean, he could fianchetto his white bishop, but I don't know how good that would be. It actually wouldn't be that bad. Okay, so I think if I pull my bishop out first, let's see. Okay, if I go there and threaten that, no, I can't pull the bishop back. I'm kind of talking to myself a little bit. I was thinking about going knight b5, bishop to f4, or bishop f4 first to knight f5. I'm just see what he does here. Of course, I got to kind of see what he does, but I want to see what features did a position have to offer me. So now I'm actually going to bring my bishop out anyways. So this is almost like a Jabava London, and not almost, but just in the sense that in a minute I'm going to be threatening that check on he castled, but I mean it's a moot point because he could have not. I mean it wasn't that effective anyway, but still. Let's see here now. How can I punish this here? No, I don't want to do that. That is interesting. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go here. So now I'm threatening to hop my knight in and ruin his pawn structure on his queen side if he doesn't do anything about that. Because I'm threatening right now to go a positional threat of knight to e5. And he actually goes here. Now that's something that I was not anticipating there. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and slide our bishop back, still with the same threat. Okay, he pushes this up. So now we'll just go ahead and hop in here. And this way we get a chance to ruin some structural, give him some structural, actually he actually, I'm almost going to lose a piece here. Not necessarily a piece, but he's about to lose something, some type of material here. Because he has to take his queen, well, no. He can take his queen back to e8. So that is a valid move. I mean, actually, that's really about the best move he has. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's the best move he had. Now, should I take... I think I should take with the knight. So if I take with the... I want to keep the two bishops. Let me think about this, because his bishop, yeah, because he'll have pawns on white. I think my white, I mean, he could always kick my knight. So it's a little, because for example, if I go knight takes and he takes my bishop with his pawn, then I'm going to take his knight with, take his black bishop with my knight with check. So I think I'd rather just keep the two bishops in this case. Take with the knight. I mean, unless he decides to do anything else. Yeah, then I could just back up to here. and that bishop is putting a lot of pressure on his queen side. Again, think about it. If he would have brought his white bishop out to f5 in the first place instead of kept it behind the pawn chain, I mean, just look how awful that bishop is at the moment. It'll at least take him like 2 to 3 tempi to get that bishop in a good place. So, yeah, and then if he actually takes my knight on a3 with his bishop, although it'd be messing with my pawn structure, I also think that would be a mistake. Okay, so that wasn't bad for his bishop, but again, he needs a couple of tempi to prepare to get that in order to be able to make that move. All right, so let's go ahead and get our knight in the game here. Actually, knight to d6 would be a fantastic move. It said like if he just pushed a6, right? Okay, so he did. I was about to say, yeah, he's got decent IQ here, but I'm gonna go ahead and let me see where his knight is going. His knight can go. Let me go ahead and stop his knight from hopping in. This might be somewhat of a no. It's not a passive move because if I go here, I'm thinking about, is it possible to do the Greek gift sacrifice? But it is absolutely not. Because if I go to h5, check, no. I'm gonna let his knight sit there and marinate for a little while. Yeah, I'm gonna bring my knight a little bit closer here to his king. See what happens here. I'm not gonna trade my knight for his bishop though. Yeah, that's what I thought he might do. Now, let me calculate this Greek sacrifice. I don't think it does anything. Like if I go bishop to h7 check, but what we will do, we'll go ahead and deploy our queen. Now this would actually be a let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and deploy this queen here because I'm gonna sacrifice a piece here. I can already, because again, no matter what he does, I'm gonna sack a piece. Actually, I don't know what. Let me see. Can he do anything that make any sense here? I don't know. Well, yeah, he could just push F5. Yeah, that'll just stop everything. But that just leaves all of my stuff intact, and it just gives him a terrible position here. And what this does here is let's go. Let's go to here. Okay, check, check. Then he got to step his king up. Oh yeah, that would be mate, I think. Yeah, if he takes my knight, that'll be mate. Yeah, check, and then check with the bishop, and then check with the other bishop. So what I'm saying is that if he take my knight, queen h7 check, king f7, bishop g6 check, king f6, and then bishop takes e5, and that would be mate. That's a, you know, I don't know what he's gonna do right now. He has something has to happen because again, the best move he got is just go f5. Yeah, that was his best move here. But again, all that done was just gave me this check right here. Yeah, he allowed, again, I'm telling you, if you go back and look at this game, look at his bishop, his white bishop, and look at my white bishop. My white bishop has absolutely no opposition from his bishop, and that was his downfall. And every move I made on it, once he pushed, he resigned. And once he pushed F6 on the king side, that just opened up an attack on his pieces. And again, I have to analyze this game. Again, I don't know how well I played the opening, but again, I'm trying to learn more about the Alapin so that I can have a new weapon when I need it. But again, I'm still basically 99% of the time a D4 player. But as you might see me in a lot of my games online, videos, playing with E4 because I really want to learn this Alapin system so I can kind of have that in my back pocket. And again, I know other openers like pretty decently well, like the 4 Knights, the Scotch. I mean, but I just don't play those openers because, again, those openers are too easy to learn, or they're too ran down. Everybody knows how to play those openers. I want to try to find something that's somewhat poses some challenges to people. And even at the Grandmaster level, I don't play Grandmasters, obviously, because I'm not one, but I've seen this opening cause some trouble to Grandmaster. So anyway, learn the Alapin and you won't regret it. But anyway, that's a quick demonstration again of the DGT Pegasus, how well the app works, how well the board works. If you want to play me in a friendly game online for a demonstration purpose in a video, send me a friend's request, please. And so we can arrange a game so I can record it, and therefore we can, make a video out of it. And if you don't want to use your main account, if you got a second account, or maybe even could just make an account, I guess, make a second account so won't nobody know who your main account is, and just send me a friend's request from that. Then maybe I'll message you and say, hey, let's arrange for this date, this time, so I can record a game. And then there you have it. There'll be a video made with the friend's request. So guys, take care. Check out the DGT Pegasus. Fantastic. I'll see you in the next one.